Hi, I'm Brett. Today we've got a video update on a classic, fantastic Subaru WRX, and we're talking about the GC8 body cars, whether it's the wagon or the sedan. A little bit different on the model type, but you know what I mean. 99 to 2000 model, which can be custom tuned using the factory ECU, of which we have the software to do that here in Australia. And one of the things I want to show you on today is this absolute cherry of a car. It's only got 25,000 kilometres on it. The guy's on his P plates because he can drive it here in New South Wales. He's been lucky to pick this car up for an absolute bargain from a previous family owner that hardly ever drove the car, but looked after it incredibly well. And he's elected to upgrade it with one of our XB power packages. That's not the XA custom tune, it's the XB, which is combined as a properly tuned package with a performance guarantee, the custom tune and the MRT complete exhaust system, and a few other tweaks and upgrades at the same time. And what I'm going to show you today is just what to look for when you're trying to choose your exhaust system. You may have this car or you may have one of the later cars. So let's have a look at the difference between the factory standard exhaust and the MRT exhaust. On the ground at the moment, you'll see the exhaust that we've removed. So factory standard, they come out with a rear muffler and a twin outlet, small diameter around the pipe around the rear diff with a single joint, and then the center pipe goes forward with another hanger off the body. And this particular part here actually is not a catalytic converter on the early models, it's actually a resonator. And then it goes into a flexible joint, which from this point forward, the exhaust system is now mounted on the engine. So when the engine moves, this is the flexible joint between the engine and the chassis. And then around here, the side of the transmission into the catalytic converter. And I'll get my cameraman to come around the front to show you the unique difference at the front, because Subaru in their infinite wisdom come out with a fantastic big outlet on the turbo, which is evidenced by this black sooty area here, but of course you can see the pipe is actually quite small. And then in here is where the rear O2 sensor fits, because this particular model has only got one rear O2 sensor. But I wanted to show you what we do with our exhaust system. We pioneered this split diverter wastegate out the back of the turbo, which gives you a directional guide for the wastegate gases coming out of the wastegate when the car's on boost into one single direction, combined with the outlet on the turbo at the same time, which brings the car on boost just that little bit better. And then it goes into a high flow metal catalytic converter, and the rest of the exhaust system is designed to replace the factory parts. Now these parts are not designed to fit the factory joint, because mechanically you can't achieve that. There are some adapter parts with certain components that we do offer it. So if you're looking for a downpipe, a center pipe or a rear muffler in certain combinations to fit certain parts of your car, contact us and we'll help you out with that on its own. But let's have a look here underneath the car. Remembering this car doesn't come with a plastic under tray. This is how they were produced factory standard, and just how good a condition this car in is just absolutely amazing. So I'll get my cameraman to come around the side here. You can try and have a look up here. I'll take some still photos so you can see. This is the high flow catalytic converter where it bolts onto the back of the factory turbo, and then it comes around here with a nice neat bend in one single joint and bolts onto the side of the gearbox mount here. And these things are designed to fit original factory standard with the hangers and everything and the hook all in place. And you'll see here we have this really big 3-inch ball joint, which is effectively a replica of the original factory ball joint, but of course bigger. So this part here is connected to the engine, and this part here is connected to the body, and this is where it moves and bends. So if you're looking for an exhaust system, make sure it's got a flexible joint. Now in the center here, we put a high flow center resonator to take that horrible drony noise out that you get when you're driving the car on the freeway. And look and see how closely and tight a fit it is. This exhaust system maintains almost the identical ground clearance of the original factory exhaust, while still giving a 3-inch capacity to increase the performance of the car. And it tucks in around the back here and fits in between the heat shield and the bottom of the fuel tank, and it goes around underneath the rear drive shaft and clears the back part of the rear diff ram here, and then goes up into a triple flow high capacity rear muffler, and then a nice neat 3-inch outlet. And you'll notice it all mounts on the original factory hangers. It's got enough root movement here so it doesn't rattle on anything. And the good thing about this, combined with a custom tune with our factory package with the XB power kit, performance upgrade, you're looking around 40 kilowatts as a modest increase with a reliable outcome with a custom tune. And of course, if you want to, you can actually buy this rear muffler with an adapter pipe to fit onto the factory center pipe. So if you just want a mild improvement in noise and you don't have the budget to do the complete exhaust, you can buy this on its own and we can provide you the parts ready to bolt on. Now, of course, if you have the later models, some of these parts are common and some of them are a little bit different, but essentially we offer this all the way up to the current model WRX, STI, you name it. You can download that technical info on our website. Just go to the performance drop-down menu and look at the power kit documents, and you can see some dyno graphs and other stuff. I'll take some photos of these from a still point of view and load them to the bottom of this link, which will take you to the MRT Performance Facebook page, and hopefully this information will help you choose on a performance upgrade for your car no matter where you are in the world. So, in retrospect, have a think about matching the custom ECU tune with the mechanical modifications you do to your car. Remember, if you're going to change the exhaust system, make sure you match it with a custom tuner suit to give yourself the best power and the best reliability. And of course, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and Instagram, or send us an email, pick up the phone on Brett Middleton, no matter where you are in the world. I hope this information has helped you. Thanks for watching.